Yokoso Danya. Welcome back to my so-called future girlfriend. Oh my god. Oh, phase 3, here we go. Onegai Neo, Kiminari, city animator, Shizuko, and Ikazuchi. Yokoso Danya. Okay, we just want to make sure. Mic check, we good. Okay. This is gonna be painful. So, we're already on phase 3. This is the third time she's gonna redo the cycle. I'm just gonna make sure I remember the stuff here in terms of tips. The bracelet Thane gave me. Okay, we know that. The fish-shaped one, depending on where you eat it, yeah. I wonder where we heard about this. They both eat the back fin first, correct? Oh no, stomach. I'm not sure. Well, I'll have to check. Crepe from ice cream sausages. Crepe can hold anything. Waffle, sugar-filled pancakes. Yeah, you have to fold it in half. Yeah, we know that much. Okay, well, we're starting phase 3. This is gonna be painful, so grab your tissues and let's go. Oh boy. Really? They're starting here. Man, this music. Great. Well, time to cry. Huh. Will you make it a bit brighter? She raised the end of her sentence, asking me if this was the right way to do it. I'm sorry, but I really can't. I told you to call me Thane. I can't do it. Thane. Then Thane shook his head a couple times and gave me a smile. How can he make such a bright smile? I'm not gonna type anything else to be watching. Guy. My heart jumps just watching him. Ever since I met Thane, he pulled my life up from rock bottom. He helped me and went through all these complicated procedures for me so that I can be apart from my dad. Ever since then, I've been seeing him often. It's okay to take your time. Hold on. I need to turn on streamer mode again on Discord because I accidentally turned it off. Yeah. Okay. I know that, but it's not easy. I've never been allowed to smile before. I've never smiled, so I don't know how to smile. So there's no way for me to do it even when asked. I have no idea how to smile. I've been trying to follow Tin's instructions, but it hasn't been working. To be honest, I'm not sure if I can smile. I had so much fun today with Tin as always, but I still feel like someone can snatch away my happiness any second. I can never just let go and enjoy myself. But this person, you can smile. What? As if he knew everything I was thinking, Tin suddenly said that to me. Even if not now, one day you will smile like the happiest person on this planet. I'll make that happen. Oh, God. Really? Yeah, my reaction. Really? I couldn't believe it. So you can smile. It's okay to smile. Thank you. Even if it's just words, I'm already happy enough. This person is always... Tane. Yes? I have a question. Do you really like me? Yes, I like you. He answered without a second of hesitating. I'm blushing. I've been blushing from the moment he admitted that he likes me. Why? We didn't know each other. I'm not pretty and I have a small chest and I have no friends. Why are you saying that you like me? Would he hate me if I asked these things? He only made an uncomfortable smile and answered, well, even if you ask me those questions, I can't give you the answer so easily. You just made me like this. No matter what you're like, I will always like you so much. I made him that way? What does he mean? At that moment, a bowl of food arrived on our table. This is... ramen. It's your favorite, no? It was late in the afternoon and I was hungry. Thane said we should eat first and drag me here. He said he already ordered while I was in the bathroom. Ramen is what he ordered? As soon as I recognized what was in front of me, I started gagging. Is this my favorite? Not at all. Memories I never want to recall started creeping up from the corners of my brain, and I barely managed to stop trembling. And then... try it. You'll like it. I could see Tane using his chopsticks to put a couple noodles in front of my mouth, unable to resist his mistaken kindness. I felt shy when he told me to open my mouth so that he can feed me. But more than that, the loathing started spreading from my head to envelop my entire body. I didn't have the leisure to blush as I just kept shuddering. No, I'm... okay. As I spoke, the sick came right up to my throat. I had to pause in between words to hold it down. Really? Oh, is it because you want to seem polite or girly by eating less? Don't care about those things. You have it all wrong. It's nothing like that. I'm really... It's nothing like that. Oh. Something hot entered my mouth as I opened to talk. Oh. Oh, okay. Get your minds out of the gutter. Mm, mm, mm. Ah. No, I'm sorry, it's in my mouth, I'm sorry, I don't want to eat, my fault, cold, spit it out, it's gross, no, it's not my fault, I'm sorry. I actually read that. Oh. Hmm? Huh? Hmm? It's good. It's good! It's not cold! Noodles that aren't leftovers are long and cook well. I quickly emptied the bowl filled with ramen. Can I really do this? How was it? Good, right? Smile. I couldn't see his smiling face. Why? Oh. The tears streaming from my eyes fuzzed up my view. I couldn't hold back the tears. You're crying. Gosh, what do I do? I'm sorry. He looked flustered as he apologized. I shook my head. I'm so happy. So happy. I'm so happy. I couldn't help it, thinking of all the things Thane did for me. I'm always such a wreck in front of him. This is the first time someone did something for me. My voice drowned in the tears and couldn't fight through my lips. Gosh, what a mess. I must look pretty ghastly right now, but he was smiling at me. That smile again. The smile that makes my heart jump. He gently wiped away the tears on my face. I told you so. What? I told you so? That I'd like ramen. That's not true. I nodded. As I nodded, a couple teardrops fell onto my knees. Ramen. I like it. It's my favorite. No, that's not what I meant. He squeezed one side of my cheeks. You can smile. Oh. I felt after my face, especially my cheeks. His hands felt warm to my fingertips. It's true. I'm smiling. You look way prettier when you smile. The smile slipped out. So smile. I want you to smile again and again for me. Can you do that? I'll help you, he added. Really? You'll really help me. I couldn't believe him. Every time he told me that he'd help me smile, I just let it pass, thinking his words were thankful enough. It was not him that I could not trust, but me. But this person, Thane. Are you always like this? To everyone? He always gives me such warmth I don't know if I deserve. It feels like all his words and actions surround me with so much kindness. I'm happy. I'm not even sure if I can be this happy. He stayed silent and just smiled as he looked at me. Oh, is it that? Is it my turn to smile now? I'm going to smile. It'll just be a bit by bit, but still. After hearing me talk, he quietly patted my head. Yeah, that's how you smile. Like, well, still, other people smile bigger, louder, like, is this really okay? Crying to laughing. I mean, this still kind of sounds like crying. It seems dumb. Yeah, it's okay. You're cute. Okay. I happily made a smile and answered, Tane, are you crying? No. For a second I thought I saw a tear in his eyes, but maybe not. But, Tane... Yes? I'm sorry, but could you order another bowl of ramen for me? What? Oh, here we go. Take 2. I mean, take 3. Oh man, what an intro. Jeez. Okay. Hey, good. My name's Yurin. You can call me Yurin. I'm 20 years old. I know I look 15, but that's because my body changed accordingly to the past. And I'm from the future. Of course you won't believe me. Okay. Thank you. Oh, and I'm not mistaking you for someone else, so don't worry. Yeah. Before I could even ask, the answers came pouring in. She could see my questions before they came. How awfully considerate. I think that's enough for an introduction. We'll talk like friends now then, yeah? Excuse me? We were in a relationship, so we were always friendly to each other. No, please, no being polite. I'm used to talking like this. You can do the same. So let's just get comfortable and talk like we're friends. I don't care either way. Okay, then let's decide how to call each other. How to call each other? Yeah! No miss or Mr. anything like that. I feel like I'm wrapped up in a storm. Is she trying to pull me into a pyramid scheme? Okay. I'm going to call you Tane, okay? Tane? We're on a first name basis already? You can just call me Yuri. I've never had someone be such a steamroller in my life. Am I getting tricked or something? Dane! Yes, Yurin. Yurin or whatnot. I have no idea why I'm doing this with you here. Oh boy. Yurin was rolling around on the couch as if she was at home. Anyone who looks at this would think that I'm the guest and she's the person who lives here. Thanks to that, the distance between her and I vanished in an instant. Is this enough to say that we've become friends? No, we're definitely not friends, but honestly, I'd already considerably lowered my guards against her. Even though I still have my doubts. Then... Yurin. Yeah, what's up? She definitely said that I can call her Yurin. It's very awkward to be on a first name basis with someone you've just met. What's your plan now? So you really have no place to go? Nope. So I'll just stay here for a couple days. Are you serious? Well, it's not as if I don't have food in the house. And my parents send me enough monthly allowance from abroad. Yep, I can sleep on the couch or the bed. I don't care. Well, I can't let you sleep on the couch. If it's okay with you, you can sleep on my bed in my room. I pointed towards my room. Okay, then good night. I watched Yurin go into the room and plopped onto the couch. What the hell just happened? I was having a perfectly normal day, but a girl suddenly claims to be my girlfriend from the future. And now I'm living with her? It looks like your average cliche rom-com at a glance, but it's too suspicious to just put it that way. I mean, girlfriend from the future? What is that? I wanted to refute back, but she announced it so confidently, I was totally overpowered. Phase 3, Day 2. I woke up to the sunlight coming in from the window. The phone alarm was silent. That means I have no plans for today. Nice. I can do my best at staying lazy all day. The thought made me feel good. I headed to the bathroom to wash my face as usual. The light is on. Here we go again. Is someone in the bathroom? I was dazed and just stood in front of the door for a second. I wasn't really thinking when I opened the door. As soon as I opened the door, steam and a fragrant aroma snuck out to envelop my surroundings. I wasn't even thinking about what and who. The curious scent captivated me more and more as time passed. I stood there, intoxicated by the aroma, and in front of me was... Oh, lovely. Man... A girl with just a towel wrapped around her body. The girl naturally looked towards my way. Oh, Tin. Tin. So you... It's Yurin. Right, it was definitely that name. I remembered. Last night she suddenly appeared in front of me. The girl that claimed to be my girlfriend from the future and somehow ended up staying with me for a couple days. Yes, but why are you here? Because I just took a shower and was about to come out. Oh, I said that wrong. Because I just took a shower and was about to come out? That means that the aroma I noticed was Yurin's smell right after the shower. The smell of her naked. I think I just experienced the magic of instantly becoming a pervert. Well, that's your problem, mister. I thought it was customary to say the incantation out loud before using a spell. If not, whatever. Need come in about now. Yurin was seemingly bothered by what she was wearing. Do you want to come inside by any chance? No. Sorry. Come to think of it, she only has a towel covering her body. We're boyfriend and girlfriend in the future anyways. We can shower together if you want. I refuse. If I go inside, I feel like something I won't be able to handle will happen. In the end, I waited for Yurin to finish her shower. Oh boy. It's time for breakfast, right? Yeah. After she finished her shower, she started whining about how hungry she is. With Yurin rushing me, I headed towards the kitchen. I opened the fridge wondering about what I would make. I could get all my pots and pans out, but it's breakfast, so something more simple might be best. I found some rice, seaweed, and canned tuna. Should I make tuna rice balls? Oh boy. I mean, things are going smooth so far. At least so far. I worried she might be fussy about what I made, but she seemed to enjoy the rice balls. She must have been really hungry as she wolfed it down. There she was. She seemed hungry even after she finished it, so she asked me if I could make more. I mean, it's not a problem, but she had zero hesitations in making the demand. Who does she think she is? If you're that hungry, why don't you cook yourself? No, but in the future you always cooked for me. That future again, huh? Or do you want to eat outside? I kinda can't be bothered to cook. Nope, I'm only going to eat what you make. What is this 5-year-old doing here? Oh my god. Dane, you have a lot of ramen at home. Let's eat the ramen. I guess it doesn't matter if she's okay with the ramen. I ended up taking a package of ramen from the pantry. So full. Yurin slowly sauntered to the living room while patting her stomach. Her stomach didn't seem that round, as if she ate a lot, but actually, she'd finished 2 bowls of ramen for breakfast. She even added a couple balls of rice to the broth in the end. Oh wait, it's changed, right? Because then the other time she was the one who made the homunculus. Yeah, pretty much. I guess she's not allowing herself to cook. I guess she's just making him cook instead. She's trying to... because she still remembers the previous cycles. So... I could see Yurin plopping down and sprawling herself over the couch. Her sweater was rolled up and her hidden lower belly was peeking out, whether she knew or not. Dean, I'm gonna shut my eyes for a minute. Can you bring me a blanket? She yawned as she made the request. At this point, she's basically the homeowner and I, the butler. Yurin took the blanket I brought for her. Do you want to lie down with me? Come on, hun. Oh, God. Go to sleep. You always came next to me when I said that in the future. This is not the future. How in the world does that have anything to do with the present moment? First of all, I don't even believe that you're from the future. Alright. Yurin tossed around to cover the blanket over herself, and I went back to regain dominance over my temporarily seized room. Maybe it won't work. Oh well, who cares? I took out a couple untouched books from the shelves and crawled under the blankets. Nothing can be grander in life than getting a book, a phone, and Wi-Fi ready and cozying up in bed. Is this equipment good? Give me your best. Yurin already used it once, so the sheets gave up a subtle aroma that slightly distracted me. But of course it was nice. That smells nice. Time flew as I became one with the sheets on my bed. I wondered if Yurin got up, so I went to the living room with my book. She was still sleeping. He's a darn good sleeper. I wasn't hungry as we ate the late breakfast. It's probably the same for her, as she ate more than me. I sat on another couch and read the rest of my book. Maybe an hour had passed when Yurin finally started tossing and woke up. Oh. You're up. You slept really well. You were out for a while. I did. She can mumble all she wants with half-opened eyes, but there's no way I'll understand. Hey, pull yourself together. Wipe that drool off your mouth first. You forget that the primary function of language is to communicate? Yeah, that. Yurin said exactly what I was trying to say. I'm from the future, so I know exactly what you're thinking and going to say. Yes, that part is really, really strange. I honestly don't believe what she says about being from the future. But ever since we met, Yurin's been able to predict exactly what I'm about to say and beat me to it. On one hand, it's astonishing. But on the other, it doesn't feel so pleasant to be cut off all the time. Yurin stretched herself. I doubt she knows this. In the meantime, I put my book back on the shelf inside my room. I came back out to find her on the couch with blank eyes. I brought her a cup of water on my way back, and she drank the entire glass at once. I took the empty cup she handed me. And then silence. Ah, finally, the time of silence I loved so much. Oh, well. Yeah, we are kind of fast forwarding a bit here. Ding, ding, ding! I was thoroughly enjoying the silence and reading a book when Yurin started asking for my attention. Aren't you curious of our relationship? Like when we first met or something like that? No, I'm not curious at all. I just want to read my book for now. Oh, come on! Put down your book! Yurin snatched away the book I was reading and laid it on the floor. For a second I felt irritated and was about to say something, but Yurin seemed to have something to say. So I just held it back. I didn't want confrontation. So, when we first met... So, I'm not interested. You suddenly barged into my life and started mooching off of me. Okay, so first of all, I got this from you. She showed me her left wrist and on it was a black and white thread bracelet. This isn't really important. What's important is... What's important? Yes, what's important is that when you gave this to me, you said that you liked me. Dane, come on and tell me that you like me. Why would I? We're in a relationship. People in a relationship can say that to each other. She's kind of being a bit pushy though. I don't know if Tane's gonna like this. I know she's desperate to get Tane to tell her that he likes her, but... God, so... I seriously do not believe that you're from the future. I don't know if it's just some setup or a joke, but if you really want to hear that, go to your boyfriend in the future. No, that's not it! Gosh, Tane, you didn't understand the word I said. You're supposed to come to me later, give me this bracelet and tell me that you like me. So it won't hurt to practice beforehand. She's a real steamroller. Why is she so forceful in making me believe that she's my future girlfriend? That's too much. How can I say that when I don't even like you? Fine, but you have to do it later on, okay? Okay. Yeah, maybe. Fine. Let's just get through with this for now. As soon as I said that, she started fumbling her fingers and turned her head. Thank God. Finally the time of silence I love so. Dane, I'm bored. Let's go out on a date. Could we please just stay still for a moment? Date. Dane, you're going on a date with me. A date. I thought I would finally be able to enjoy some peace, but she wants to go out now? She wants a kiss she has to pay. What? Jigs, my clips. You want to go out now? Think about it. A young man and woman are alone together. They're even in a relationship. Then what's the best thing the two of them can do? I have the answer. Okay, what is it? We are not in a relationship. No, come on! It's a date. Don't tell me you can't accept it now. Besides, you don't even believe me. So if you hang out outside, you'll get to know me better. I'm super suspicious. The first thing I say as soon as we meet is that I'm from the future. I know that. So let's go on a date. She even admitted it herself. What does that have to do with a date? I'm hungry, so we have to go on a date. I'm bored, so we have to go on a date. Yurin began badgering me to go on a date. She's basically a 5-year-old. Okay. I'll go out. We'll go. Okay? I don't have much of a choice if she's this insistent. But I have a question. You've never been on a date, so you don't know what to do? Yeah. Exactly that. As she talked, Yurin picked up and ate the tuna rice ball that was near her. That's okay. Even if you don't know anything, I'll take care of it. You can just absent-mindedly stay next to me as you always do. I wanted to point out that it was pretty rude of her to say that, but I didn't want any confrontation. I just shoved it back down my throat. Ooh, I don't know what you're trying to do, Yurin, but it's very... She's very pushy. I don't know if Tane's enjoying this. This is not a good phase. Tempura. Walnut cake ball. Yurin dragged me through the streets and ate a bunch of snacks from street vendors. At first I ate a couple things too, but I got too full and just watched her eat. You're not full. I'm always hungry. I'm hungry even now. Is there a black hole in your stomach? You're not eating? You're just watching. No, I'm full. It's time for dinner now. What? Aren't you hungry? It's time for dinner. You ate so much already. You have room for dinner? Snacking isn't really eating. Amazing. You kept walking too. Don't you want to go inside and sit down? I know your feet hurt. If you knew that, you shouldn't have taken me out in the first place. I already have a place in mind. Let's go there. God. Okay. Afterwards, Yurin dragged me along as we roamed around the streets. Extremely tired from walking around all day, I fell asleep as soon as we got back home. Yurin still had some energy left and wanted to talk more, but I really had no ounce of energy left to stay up and talk. So tired. Can't you just go back to the future? Day 3. Wow, we're already in day 3. Jeez. This is going by fast. Is it morning? I opened my eyes. Starting my day from the morning is such an unreasonable request. See, my body feels so heavy I can hardly get up. My body feels especially heavier than usual. Feels like something is crushing me. Kyoshi noises. Suddenly, Yurin's face popped out of nowhere to block my entire view. Just like a horror movie. You're up? Oh god, that's... Oh my god, that's creepy. Yurin, what the fuck? Man, look at that face. Oh my god, bro. You know what's funny? That's also the thumbnail for this video. What are you doing? What do you mean? I'm just right next to you. Yurin seemed to enjoy herself as she grinned. Smiling isn't some free pass, you know? Did you sleep well, Dane? Get down. I can't breathe. Wasn't it nice sleeping with such a cute girl like me? She's heavy. It's true that she's pretty, but honestly, she's just been getting on my nerves since yesterday. Now I'm just irritated. I know you're not saying anything because you're shy. I'm from the future, so I know everything about you. You're going to make me breakfast, right? You're going to make tuna rice balls? Yurin finally climbed down from me as she said those words. Oh, this is not gonna end well. This is not looking good. She's so pushy. I don't know if this is gonna turn out well. Jeez. Why is this girl doing this to me? Does she think that this will make me like her? I have no idea what's in her brain. I went to the kitchen and looked for rice, seaweed, and canned tuna. If she's craving tuna rice balls that much, I guess I'll just make it for her. Honestly, I can't be bothered to make anything else. I remember how she badgered me for more yesterday, so I made 5 times my usual amount. Why is she doing all this? She's desperate, Ika. I feel like she's really desperate for me to like her, but she's doing it the wrong way. Because she's rushing or something. I don't know, something important. Because she's been through this loop so many times already, I can only imagine. Fine, eat everything. Just empty out my fridge. It's done, Yurin. Tuna rice balls. But she's already guaranteed to have the BF in the future. If that's the case, then why is she in the past then? What is she doing? There has to be something up. She's not telling me something. Like, why is she in the past? What caused her to go to the past? We need to know. Something bad must have happened or whatever. She's trying to change something. Thank you as always. Always. She talks as if I made this for her 1,000 times. I've only made these yesterday and today. Oh boy. After we finished dating, Yurin got ready to leave. You have to leave again? Is she planning to drag me around all day again? For a so-called date? If that's so, I wholeheartedly refuse. Huh? Oh, I just have some place to be. I'll be back. Huh? Okay. See you. I hope she leaves and never comes back. Surprisingly, she really left on her own. Then today I can be on my own? Finally! I can be by myself. I silently screamed, hooray! No, maybe I can really scream since she's gone. God. Finally I can have some quiet time. She didn't tell me what she was doing, but since she left in the morning, she probably won't be back until lunch. Maybe I was too blunt about how tired I was yesterday and that bothered her. So maybe today she was being considerate and took a step outside for a moment. If that's true, she's not as bad as she seems. She insists on doing whatever she wants. She keeps blabbing about how she's from the future, and how I'm not like that in the future. That was honestly annoying, but maybe I was too biased. She knows everything I'm about to do or say. If I think about that, is she really from the future? God, I have no idea. I didn't really have time to process it until now. I lied down on the couch and turned on my phone. Oh! While looking at my phone, I suddenly realized that the movie I wanted to see was opening today. I was planning to go watch a matinee. Matinee? Matini? Matinee? Matinee. Things were too crazy yesterday that I totally forgot. Then I missed the matinee ni nanunu. I checked the movie times. Thankfully, if I run now, I can make it. Nothing's better than watching a movie in theaters by yourself. I hurried to put on my coat and went outside. It'll be around lunchtime once the movie ends, so Yurin should be back home too. Oh my god. Oh my lord. Surprise. Okay, Yunin. How? I got you, didn't I? Did your heart jump? Why are you here? How many times do I have to tell you? I'm from the future. I already know what you're about to do today. I have 2 tickets, a bucket of popcorn, and some Coke. Perfect. Now we just have to go inside. No, I came to watch a movie by myself. No, come on. It's this way. She took my arm and dragged me to the screen. I was really lost for words. What in the world is happening? After the movie, we left the theater. I didn't eat that much popcorn, but Yudin held an empty box as she walked out. Yudin dozed off from nearly the beginning of the movie. Thanks to that, I was able to focus. But I was a little dumbfounded to find her completely asleep once the movie ended. Why did she wait to see the movie if she was going to sleep? Was the movie boring? I had fun. Huh? Oh, that movie. It wasn't boring, but I've seen it before, so I dozed off. You saw it before. The movie was released today. She should be more picky about what lies she tells. Just admit that you fell asleep because it was boring. Okay, so done with the movie. Let's go somewhere else. Huh? We're not going home. What are you talking about? The date just began. What? Date? I have to go through all that trouble again? Please save me. She took me to an underground mall. Instantly, I was on the edge due to the enormous crowd. There was a storefront on every wall, and there were at least 10 times more people walking around them. God, I'm really starting to reach my limit. We walked around that much yesterday. I just want to go home and rest. Impervious to my desires, Yudin took my hand and roamed around the mall with sparkly eyes. If she likes eye shopping this much, she could just do it on her own. Why does she have to drag me into this? I knew underground malls were complicated, but I had no idea I would visit every single corner of it. I was totally out. I feel as if I escaped the dungeon and finally returned to my inn. Ding! Did you have fun? Let's go home. That was the only thing I wanted to say. Finally, you didn't look at me with surprised eyes. Did you finally catch on? I'm tired to death here. Okay. You didn't calm down a bit after seeing my face. Finally, it seems my exhaustion has reached her. So I guess it didn't work out this time either. What? Nothing. Thank you for hanging out with me all day. Yeah, I deserve that, thanks. Let's go to one last place. As soon as I heard that, I frowned. Where are we going now? Just one more place. I just have one thing I want to check. It's not that far. It's just a nearby park. It'll be over after that place. God, okay. So after that place, her day will be over? Yes, all over. Unlike before, she seemed a little sullen as she said those words. Is she that sad that we can't stay out longer? This is... Do you remember where this is? It's just a park. You've looked around, so let's go home. You want to go home that bad? I'm tired. We walked around all day yesterday. And you'll forget all about it again. What? I'm exhausted. I'm so sick of it. Dane, aren't you being too harsh? What's going on now? You didn't look at me and started getting angry. Did I do something wrong? I think I'm the one who wanted to get mad. This is too much. You're too harsh. I know you said that this would be hard. But back then, I didn't realize it'd be this hard. But this is too hard for me. Do you know how many times we've come to this park? And then I remembered what this park was. It was the park where I saw Yurin sitting on the bench. And then she saw me and started following me. She started claiming to be my future girlfriend and barged into my house. Twice. We've come here more than 10 times! Yurin's scream threw me off. What? More than 10 times? Do you know how many times I did this? But no matter how hard I try, no matter how much effort I put, you don't like me. Why? Why are you doing this to me? I'm getting a migraine. First, calm down. I don't know what's going on, but don't get mad and calm down. Of course you don't know what this is. You have no idea what I'm going through. I feel like the frustration I've been holding back is going to erupt. Of course I don't know. She's done whatever the hell she wants the past few days. You're saying that, but have you ever stopped to consider how I feel? How frustrated I was? No matter how many times we see a movie together, no matter how hard I try to cook well, you never understand how I feel. I like you so much, but why are you always like this? Why do you never understand? Why do you always forget everything? I remember everything. Why? Why are you doing this? Hey, I don't really understand what you're saying. I forgot everything. What did I ever forget? Why are you getting mad at me? I'm the one who needs to get mad. Why in the world are you mad? What did I do wrong? Explain, so that I can understand. I'm not going to explain. No matter how many times I explain, you'll just forget everything. Yurin tried to walk away towards the bench. I grabbed her arm. She turned around to look at me with wide eyes. What? Teen? Are you messing with me? I seriously have no idea what I did wrong here. All the words that I shoved back down my throat begin to crawl back up. You're the one who appeared out of the blue and came into my house. All you've been saying is that you're from the future and that you know what I'm about to do. You're the one who made things difficult by saying things I can't even believe. You've been acting like a ridiculous brat. Don't you think it was your fault for forcing me to believe you? But it's because it's true that I'm from the future. How do you think I feel when you drilled that into my ear? Have you ever stopped to think what I would think about you when you say that? But I really came from the future. Yeah, fine. Let's say you are from the future. But are you really my girlfriend in the future? What? I'm Teen's girlfriend. That's a fact. Do you know what the most irritating this is? You say that you're from the future and that you know everything about me. Then why do you only do things that I hate? What? Are you doing it on purpose to make me mad? No, it's... I don't like wandering outside. I don't like crowds. But you never asked me how I feel and did whatever you wanted. No, that's not what I was trying to do. But you're calling yourself my girlfriend? Are you joking? No, it's not. I don't know about anyone else, but I never want someone like you as my girlfriend. Honestly, at first, I did get a little excited as I'd never really been close to a girl before. But considering how annoyed I was all the time, I doubt I'd ever find myself liking you. All you did was do whatever the heck you want. Present ridiculous explanations for dragging me around. And you never know how I feel but claim to know. You acted as if you knew everything. Do you know how irritating that is? Oh. Yurin started to stay quiet and listen to me. You only do whatever you want. It was like that from the get-go. From the very beginning, you started drilling into my ear that you're from the future. Do you think I'm a joke? Do I look that dumb? You thought I'd really believe that? And what about dragging me around when I was tired to death? I told you I didn't want to, but you ignored it and kept going around. You've done nothing wrong. All you care about is you. I thought she would get mad and leave right away. But she just kept listening to me as if finally realizing what she's done wrong. This is a first. Finally, for the first time in 4 days, she's sincerely listening to what I have to say. I'm sorry. Don't get mad. Tain, it's all my fault. Yokoso danya, Terence. How are you doing? Welcome. Seeing you didn't tear up and apologize, my anger turned down a notch. God. So. But I really want you to believe me when I say this. I did it all because I like you. I desperately wanted to make you like me. That's why I did everything. Then you chose the wrong method. Yurin. From the moment we met, to me, you were just a weird kid. Ever since you said that you're my girlfriend from the future, regardless of whether or not that's a lie, ever since you said that, you just seemed like a strange kid to me, and that was it. After that, you never stopped to consider my feelings and did whatever the hell you wanted. How was I supposed to like you? That's how you were around me. If you're really from the future, let me ask you one thing. That boyfriend in the future of yours that you like so much, did he treat you like that when he first met you? What? Your boyfriend in the future. Yurin. I'm good, and you? I'm doing fine so far. Doing the best I can. Yurin. I'm your boyfriend. We have to date each other no matter what. Is that what he said to you when you met him? Try to think in my shoes for a second. If someone did that to you, would you believe him? Would you have liked him? Wouldn't you have been more suspicious of him? When the future you first met me, I see. All this time, I said I like you. But I never stopped to consider how you're feeling. You never did that to me. If you understood, good. I don't believe that you came from the future anyways. Did our return stream? Oh, that's nice. How'd it go? So quiet. It was so loud the past few days, but now everything is so quiet. You said that the park is the last stop? Yes. I gathered my words for a moment. I've held it back this long, but now I have to say this. Let's break up now. We were never together in the first place, but I don't want to go back home with her like this. She was never my girlfriend in the first place. Okay. Yurin answered. I felt like I'd just get frustrated watching her, so I turned around. Tane, what? You don't have a place to sleep, so this won't work? That's what I was expecting to hear as I turned around, but Yurin was smiling. She was smiling, but tears were falling from her eyes. Thank you. Thanks to you. I finally know what I have to do. All I had to do was do what you did when you first met me. I'm such an idiot. It took me so long to figure it out. Yokosuda niya, Ninja-senpai. What? Tane, I'll meet you again. In the near future. With those words, Yurin sat down on the bench. And suddenly she disappeared. Completely and so suddenly, she disappeared. It was late night and I was on my way home. I took the bus, went a couple stops, and got off near the park as always. I crossed the streets, walked a bit further, and took a right into the park entrance. The icy light permeating from the street lamps broke through the darkness and scattered across the park. The flickering light shined on my shoes. It's not that I was afraid of darkness, but I didn't want to trip over. I didn't relax just because the path was familiar. I walked neither too slow nor too fast. I walked for a good while, and now I was in front of my house. Hey. Why did you follow me here? The mysterious girl flinched in surprise but soon made an embarrassed smile. So you knew. I saw you sitting on the park bench. You followed me all this way. You weren't shy about it either, so of course I knew. So who are you? She hesitated at my question, and then she made such a sad smile. I'm your future. Future? No, I'm just some girl. I like you. What? I came here to tell you that I like you. Oh. Huh. Well, I guess we're playing phase 4. Oh my god. No, we have to play phase 4. We have a lot of time left. Okay. Hold on. That was an intense, like... Wow. I was in the zone there, as I would usually... Did I sound mad? Did I sound convincing? I hope I did. I wanted to put as much emotion as I can. It was interesting. I finally get what's going on now. It's like, she's trying so hard, she should have just... Oh my god. I hope I wasn't... Oh, my heart. No, not my heart, but it's there. The emotion was there. I was putting myself in Tane's shoes, and I was literally just letting his anger out. It was an intense back and forth. The last part, yes, it's just... she's trying so hard to get Tane to like her, but because... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's It's nothing serious. I just I I when I said that last part where she was trying so hard to make Pain like her, it hit me. I did the same thing to my ex, didn't I? They broke up with me because I was so pushy and I was scared that they're gonna fall out of love from me. I wanted to spend so much time with them so that they would like me more, but they eventually got sick of it and left. I did the same fucking thing, didn't I? Didn't I? It's my fault. I fucked it up. I should have just been considerate of the other party, but because I was so clingy and pushy, it's my fault. And unlike Yurin, I don't get a second chance. I don't get a third or a fourth chance. That's it. I fucked everything up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I fucked up. I fucked up. I fucked up. I just give me a moment here. Oh shit. Like seriously, when I said that last sentence, I just had the flashback, a really quick flashback of everything I did in my previous relationship up to the breakup, and it just now kicked in. It Holy fuck. Like I'm shaking. I'm shaking right now. Oh my god. Okay. 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 Come in. Come in. Okay. Okay. Let's let's continue phase 4. We still have some time left, so let's progress through the story. Oh, okay. After I met Dane, it seemed as I was receiving all the happiness that my life deserved after all its miseries. I was that happy every second of the day without ever stopping. If I never met Dane that day, I wouldn't have even dreamed of becoming who I am now. I'm thankful to Dane for letting me become the person I am. Our time continued until this point, because the present you went to the past to meet the younger me. What? Will you go back to the past and meet who I was then? It might be really hard. I can do it. I was lighthearted when it all began. At first, I didn't think anything about it. Why did you follow me here? Oh, you knew? I saw you sitting on the park bench. You followed me all this way. You weren't shy about it either, so of course I knew. Oh. In other words, it was only the very first time and I didn't think much about it. So who are you? He doesn't know who I am. The question flustered me. Nice to meet you. I'm your girlfriend from the future. That's what I said. What's your name? Oh, my name... I wasn't shocked that they didn't know me, but it still made me feel upset. At first I fumbled so many times due to ignorance. I had heard what happened 5 years ago, but it didn't feel like my reality when I heard it. Dane told me that I went back to the past to tell him that I'm from the future. He said I understood him and loved him like he did with me. He also added that it's dangerous for me to stay long in the past. I could only stay for 4 days in the past. If I go back to the bench on my 3rd day, I can repeat the 4 days in the past. If it doesn't repeat, on the 5th day, I'll be stranded on some point in time and my existence will disappear. So I have to finish everything in 4 days. Dane said he heard that from the future me. He said he doesn't really know how this loop ends, since it was not him but me who actually experienced the loop. On my 3rd day... Nope, dogs outside are barking. They must be enjoying the story. On my 3rd day, Dane confessed his feelings for me, and that's how he came to like me. So after I left, he searched for the past me. From that point on, time passed as I knew it. Dane came to meet me, because I went back to the past to make him like me. I sat on the bench as he said, and I was surprised. Oh god, my throat! Come in. Oh god, something caught on my throat. Dogs really still barking outside, really? I sat on the bench as he said, and I was surprised when I really traveled back in time. I never doubted his words, but I'd never time traveled before. Woof woof. Woof woof. Woof. Without even knowing if I was doing it right, I spent time with Dane. Since I came to the past, I thought that once I meet Dane and tell him about me, time would naturally connect into the future. Did you have fun today? I'm asking if you enjoyed yourself today. She stared at me with wide eyes as if not comprehending my question, but she soon caught on and replied a couple beats later. Yeah, I had so much fun. I loved it. She gave a bright smile. I confirmed that you really like me. This old soul is having a great time. The past Dane didn't seem to dislike me, so I thought it'd all work out if I just do what I did. But that was my mistake. Streaming in the morning so that dogs outside can bark. Teen, I'm going back now. Going back? To where? To the future. Where I was. Oh. Don't you have any last words for me? Tain said that he told me he likes me on the third day. It should be around now. He'll tell me his feelings. He'll end up liking me. And then he'll go meet me again once I leave. To me of the past who knew nothing of this, I felt a little embarrassed to imagine the scene. That's what I was expecting Tain to say. I see. Goodbye. My appearance changed from how I looked before I met him. It didn't connect to the future. No, this isn't it. This is wrong. This can't happen. I thought it was supposed to tell me his feelings. What did I do wrong? What's up with you to ask a stranger for something like that? So, I was flustered. Tain said that I'd end up repeating the 4 days, but it wasn't easy actually getting adjusted to it. For 4 days I got closer to him. 4 days, 4 phases. Wait a second. Ah! Okay. 4 days, 4 loops. Got you. We became friendly and familiar, but once I sat on the bench and went back in time, Tain acted as if he'd never met me before. I knew it in my head, but I felt so flustered to actually experience it. Just a moment ago, we acted as if we're friends, but suddenly I had to treat him like a total stranger. I have to ask him again if he can let me into his house. Can we go to your place to talk? It's really cold. Well, if it's only for a moment, I guess it's fine. It's okay. I still have my reservations, but I don't want to let a girl stand outside in the cold in the middle of the night. I was surprised at how different the conversation was from last time. I see. If I show a different response, Tain reacts differently too. If I keep making changes like this, I might reach a different result. Yokoso danya, Rock, Freddy. Yo, how you doing? I have more opportunities. I have to make Tain like me in 3 days and have him confess his feelings for me on the 3rd day. I do better than last time. What's your plan now? So you really have no place to go? Nope, I'm gonna have to stay here with you for a while. Are you serious? Yep, there's no one else I can rely on anyways. I don't have anyone to meet in the past. Okay, putting that excessive setup of yours aside, you wanna stay at the place a guy lives in by himself? You're not going to do anything weird to me, are you? Nope, that won't happen. I actually wouldn't mind if it's you. Don't even say that as a joke. And if need be, I can pay back with my body. Don't. If we get married, I'll cook a ton of things for you. I was desperate in my own way. I was determined to make it work this time. Shut your eyes for a second. No, I don't have enough time to spend with you. What's up with falling asleep while talking? I can't waste any time. I need to do everything I can to leave a good impression of me. I tend to sleep a lot. Yikes, I slept funny again. Maybe you should have changed into more comfortable clothes. Yeah, maybe. You should have changed me then. Why do I have to undress you? I'm okay with everything if it's you. We're both legal adults in the future. Don't care. Don't make that seducing face. I didn't really show it, but inside I was desperate. I already knew what happens if I fail. I always put on a bright smile, but inside, I could feel my fears growing in the corner of my heart. Did you have fun? Oh. Oh? Oh, yeah. Never mind. I was just wondering if it's time already. I had fun. I had so much fun. I had already experienced everything he did and said. It was an overly clear deja vu. It felt so strange. I knew what situation was waiting for me next, so I could feel the end coming near. Moment of truth. We have to go back now. Go back? Where? To the future, where I was. Oh. Gosh. Do you have any last words for me? Will he tell me he has feelings for me this time? Or will he give me the same answer? Even if you leave now, I can see you again? Oh? I mean, well, I'm just asking. These weren't my usual days. Change isn't so bad. That's why I ask. Still, it was much better this time. I was so sad that everything will go back to square one once this passes. Still it was better than last time. Yurin, are you okay? Next time, I'll do better. I'm going to do better. I'm going to try harder. I'm going to make you like me. I failed this time. But next time, I'm going to do everything I can to make you like me. Dane, goodbye. See you again in the near future. And I go back to meet Tane again. Yes, go ahead. I'm your girlfriend from the future. Do you have any last words for me? Huh? Not really. Do you have any last words for me? Oh, I had fun the past 4 days. Oh shit, how many loops did she said 10 times, so... Do you have any last words for me? Have a good time with that future boyfriend of yours. Oh god. Do you have any last words for me? You were lying when you said you're from the future, right? Do you have any last words for me? Bye. Do you have any last words for me? Can't you just admit it now? I'm not your boyfriend. But that was it. No matter how hard I tried for 4 days, Tin never told me he liked me. As I repeated the days, I realized how hard it is to get someone to like you in such a short amount of time. 4 days was too short from the first place. How am I supposed to make him like me in 4 days? And in the end, I became exhausted. All the same words, the same situations, and the same goodbye. And more, I began to just let things slip. To be honest, this is what I began to think through all the repetitions. If it doesn't work this time, I'll just do it next time. I had another chance waiting for me anyways. I became more and more tired at trying to make Tane like me. Even if I make a mistake and make him mad, even if I do something wrong and he hates me, all I had to do was move on to the next loop and start all over again. These were the pathetic thoughts I had. In the end, I ended up exploding. I'm tired. We walked all around all day yesterday, and you'll forget about it again. What? I'm exhausted. I'm so sick of it. Of course you don't know what this is. You have no idea what I'm going through. Why in the world are you mad? What did I do wrong? Explain, so that I can understand. I'm not going to explain! No matter how many times I explain, you'll just forget everything. The moment I exploded and spat off those irresponsible words, Tane got mad at me for the first time. I'd never seen him get so angry. Do you know what the most irritating this part is? You say you're from the future, and that you know everything about me. Then why do you only do things that I hate? Are you doing it on purpose to make me mad? You only do whatever you want. It was like that from the get-go. I don't like wandering outside. I don't like crowds. But you never asked me how I feel and did whatever you wanted. At that moment, I wanted to let go of everything. No matter how hard I try, I can't get closer to this guy. It only backfires on me. I was about to give up on everything, but then Thane told me this. That boyfriend in the future of yours that you like so much, did he treat you like that when he first met you? What? Your boyfriend in the future. Yurin. I did it again. Yurin, I'm your boyfriend. We have to date each other no matter what. Is that what he said to you when you met him? Try to think in my shoes for a second. If someone did that to you, would you believe him? Would you have liked him? Wouldn't you have been more suspicious of him? That's when I finally realized. I recalled the moment Thane first met me 5 years ago. I remembered how he treated me back then. He didn't tell me that he'd already met me in the past. He understood everything about me and comforted me. No matter the difficulties, he was— oh my god. Oh, so... Huh, I see. So Thane... So every Thane that she met that rejected her, he eventually meets in the future and has to treat her like he doesn't know her. And that's how it works out. No matter the difficulties, he was always considerate of me. I realized this so late. Yeah, I'm sorry. It must have been so hard on Thane too. I'm sorry. Now, I know. I know I have to be around him. Just as he gave me happiness, I'm going to make Thane happy. No. Let's go. Yurin, let's go. You got this. Come on. You know what to do now. Don't fuck it up this time. What did you say? I like you. Hmm? A girl confessed to me that she likes me. Completely out of the blue. There she is. We've never even bumped into each other before. Even if she saw me somehow, I don't think I'm the type of guy she'd fall in love at first sight. Did that surprise you? Yes, that surprised me. Very surprised. Yes, I'm surprised. You can't stay out in the cold like that. I can't. No, definitely not. It's late at night and you're not wearing enough clothes. You must be really cold. We should hurry home. I'm glad she understands. Okay, now if I just persuade her to go home in peace. You're right. I'm super cold right now. So can you let me in your home? Sorry? This is a strange progression of events. Or maybe it's already too late to think about how strange this is and all that. Oh no, if you don't go back home soon, your parents will get worried. She made a small laugh as if she was sorry to hear that. Oh, maybe she's going through some issues? For example, she could have run away. I looked at her and met her sad-looking eyes. She has pretty eyes. Why me? It might be better to find your friends. Because you're the person I like. My heart jumped. I know it's ridiculous, but this is the first time someone said that they liked me. But still, something's a bit too sudden. I wanted to meet you in person and say hello. Oh, okay. I wanted to see you. I'm not quite sure what to say. I'm sorry. Nothing to be sorry about. Yikes. Dear Lord, please forgive me for rambling on and getting gloomy. This has never happened to me before. FYI, I'm an atheist. Does that mean I'll never receive forgiveness? Did you ask me if you could come to my house? I can? Oh, no, I'll promise not to cause any trouble. Will you? To be honest, it wasn't as if I didn't want to be nice to her. Why? Probably because she looked cold? I'm not sure. Yes, of course. She nodded a couple times. She tilted her head and smiled. And my heart skipped a beat. That bothered me. Just a little. Oh. So here's a guest happily drinking steaming tea in front of me. As promised, I don't think she'd cause any trouble. How's the tea? Is it okay? Oh, yes, I like this flavor. I wasn't trying to show it, but every time she says the word like, I've been flinching. Yup, I hate myself. Why in the world would she say she likes me? Yurin, 15, female. She goes to the middle school that's right next to my high school. As soon as we figured out we live in the same neighborhood, she told me to call me by her first name, so I awkwardly did. We shared short and long conversations. Most of them were short, as I'm a beginner in conversational conversation on several topics, and I waited for Yurin to forget about the cold. Thanks to that, it felt like we became closer in a short period of time. Well, that's what I thought. I wonder what she felt. I could feel in her every word that she was being considerate of me. I felt like she already knew a lot about me. That was surprising. This is fun. I'm glad. Yurin put down her teacup and stood up. The teacup was empty. Thank you, Tain. I'm not cold anymore. You're leaving? Yes, I should. I thought you were going through something. Do you have a place to go? Well, I feel like it won't be too hard to find some place to sleep. That's dangerous. Don't be like that. If it's okay with you, you can stay the night here. I can let you stay in my room. You're pretty bold. No! I swear that I didn't mean anything weird. Cops ain't my thing. One middle school girl with no place to go is enough for my house. I don't need the police. Still, I hope I'm not a burden. Is it really okay if I stay a couple days here? Yeah. Wait, a couple days? You said yes just now. To be honest, I don't mind if it's a couple days. It's not as if I don't have food in the house, and my parents send me enough monthly allowance from abroad. I won't cause any trouble. Yurin nodded, thanking me for letting her stay. Thank you for letting me take your room. I always love how nice you are. Huh? Oh, it's nothing. I don't mind. Yikes. Good night. I watched Yurin go into the room and I plopped myself onto the couch. What in the world is happening to me? I was having a perfectly normal day, and suddenly a girl pops out of nowhere to tell me she likes me. Miyoko Sodanya Midori-san. And now I'm living with her. Bright brown hair long enough to cover her entire back, slender figure, a pretty face, and a pretty flat chest. Wait, what am I saying? Anyways, every part of her was telling me that she's definitely what you'd call pretty. There's no way a girl like that would like me. Then why in the world did she come find me? Those were the thoughts I was having before I fell asleep. I woke up to sunlight coming in from the window. The absence of my phone alarm indicated that today's the weekend where I have no plans. Nice, I can do my best at staying lazy all day. The thought made me feel good. I headed to the bathroom to wash my face as usual. After I washed myself, the bathroom floor became all wet with water along with my feet. I also thought I smelled some fragrant floral aroma. Small questions popped inside my brain as I came out of the bathroom. Good morning, Tain. Tain? First, who are you? How are you here? Did you sleep well? It's Yurin. Yurin. Oh right, that was definitely her name. I remembered. I used the bathroom first. I wanted to take a shower. No wonder her hair was still wet. You must have showered before I woke up. Tain, you're not thinking I could have seen some interesting things, pity, are you? Not at all. No need to be so serious. If I'm not serious, I'll be hauled behind metal bars. This is a scary world we live in right now. Sorry for being a bit late. That's fine. How are you doing? Anyway, if you already took a shower, what are you going to do now? No, I'm going to... Before she could even finish, her stomach made a sound that made her blush. She must be pretty hungry. Do you need breakfast? Yurin nodded several times to my question instead of giving her answer. I asked her if there was something she wanted to eat. What I wanted to eat? Ramen? Ramen? Ramen for breakfast. Now that's quirky. Oh, do you not like ramen? Ramen. I guess it's not so bad for breakfast, I guess. No, I don't mind. But I don't have any ramen at home right now. Home? Aren't we supposed to go eat outside? Outside? I mean, we can. No, never mind. I want to eat the ramen that you make. Yurin's eyes suddenly began to sparkle as she became obsessed with the idea of something home-cooked. It was like she was fascinated by an unexpected turn of events. Doing good, how about you, Kyo? Just had an epiphany, but doing good too, thanks for asking. I came out with Yurin to get packaged ramen for our breakfast. The cold morning air drenched my entire body. Isn't it heavy? We can hold it together. It's fine. It would be weird for this to be heavy. In the half-transparent plastic bag that Yurin suggested we hold together were packaged ramen, along with some necessities I'd run out of and a couple bags of chips and beverages Yurin pressed me. The convenience store is very close, so we were already on our way back. Still, my hands feel too empty. Oh, then can I hold your hand? My hands are cold right now. Then they'll both get warm if we hold hands. Before I could even add a word, I felt something cold but small and cushy on my hand. She almost slipped, yeah. I didn't really bother to check, but it must be Yurin's hand. Right? It's better to hold hands, right? That's lewd! Oh, not on my stream. Lewd. I'm gonna get demonetized. As she said, the cold air that hovered in between my fingers changed into warmth. The physical contact forbid any conversation between us on our way back. She didn't really say anything first, so I hastened our footsteps towards home in silence. She never let go of my hand until the very end. Lewd. Oh well, hold hands. Ooh, spicy. Once we got back, I took out a pot to make ramen. 2 packages, mine and Yurin's. She doesn't have gloves on. I know, but hey, it works. Are you going to make them separately? Why? We have to eat from the same pot for you and I to indirectly. I'm going to make them separately. Indirectly what? Oh, please make 2 for me. 2 on her own. That much? It'll be quite a lot. Okay, I'll be honest here. But back then, I could eat 4 packs of ramen all mixed in together. In like a huge bowl. And that would be the only thing I would eat for the entire day. Sure, that was for lunch, and the bathroom break at night would be a pretty long session. But yeah, I would eat 4 packs of ramen back then. Like way back then. It was just so good. I can. I may not seem like it, but I can stuff a lot into my stomach. People seem surprised every time they see how much I eat. Is it that weird? Well, you're petite and you don't seem to have much weight on you. So I assume many people think you don't eat that much. I did as well. To exaggerate, I'd believe it if she said she skipped a lot of meals as a kid. Considering the impression she gives, it's no wonder every single person who witnesses her actual intake is surprised. What do you think? Me? I think it's always better to have a good appetite. A girl with a good appetite, that is unnecessarily cute. At least to me it is. I see. So that's what you think. Still, you shouldn't eat a ton of junk food. I won't. You didn't seem to really enjoy her ramen. I was amazed as I watched her. I was staring at her so much that we met eyes often. It's a secret that the shy smile she gave every time made me blush too. Every time she took the noodles into her mouth, she would tell me that it's delicious, When she licked her bowl clean, she even ended up almost crying. I never knew until this moment that ramen was such an amazing dish. Thank you for the ramen! It's my ultimate. Yokusoda niya. How you doing? I'll wash the dishes. Will you? Yep, you should go and rest. I saw Yurin put on an apron and start washing the dishes. I sat on the couch in the living room and found a nice book to read. Yep, don't let the cook wash the dishes. Reading has always been the main activity of my life thanks to having no friends. I don't like going outside or large crowds, so I always read books when I wanted to hang out by myself. Nothing's better than reading when you want to spend your alone time to its fullest. Let's all try to develop a habit of reading more, everyone. Hey, I'm reading! I'm reading now. I'm reading out loud, actually. The book was sucking me in more and more, expecting there was one thing that kept grabbing my attention. Oh. 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 What are you doing? I'm looking at you. Yurin was rolling around left and right, and now she was next to my feet. She must have finished washing the dishes. You look extremely bored. What are you talking about? I'm super busy right now. Busy rolling around? No, busy looking at your face. Why would you look at my face? I'm not really confident in my looks. You're supposed to look at the face of someone you like. Just lying down and staring at you makes me happy. Yurin lied on the floor and looked up at me upside down. She began rolling around again, but didn't take her eyes away from me. I didn't know how I was supposed to react to that, so I just stayed put. Let's just end this conversation here. Conversing with another human being is so difficult. What do you want to do? Don't mind me, just do what you normally do. Still, rather than just lying down, I mean, of course, this is the best thing to do, but... do you want to go somewhere? Somewhere outside? But you don't like going outside. I'm grateful that you're being considerate, but I just want to stay home with you. She already caught me. Yup, I'm a loner homebody. Oh, I want to read a book too. I've always been curious what books you read. You do? I have a lot of books in my room. She got up and headed towards my room. She came out with quite a few books in her arms. But why is it that she only picked the comic books to read? I couldn't tell how long had passed, but the book Yurin was holding to read fell on her face. I put the book away and saw her sleeping face. She's in deep sleep, deep enough for her to have her mouth open and drool. She's the type to fall asleep in reading books. I took out my summer blanket from the closet and covered it over her. The couch was in front of a glass window, so there was plenty of sunlight, but the cold still seeped through. She won't sleep well without a blanket. Let me just think about this for a moment. Just a moment. It's an extremely simple issue. Right in front of me, a young girl is deep asleep, completely defenseless. Yurin. I called her, but she didn't answer, so this must mean yes. I was filled with expectation and excitement. The desires wiggled inside of me. This is my opportunity. My opportunity to hog the bed. Oh my... Oh my... Woo! 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 My hand was on my phone. I had my phone in my hand. I was so close to dialing 911. Oh, woo. Oh, you got me there, Tane. You got me there. Why, what? It's fine. Yurin's in dreamland under the blanket I put over her. I tucked the book I was reading into my room and crawled under the blankets. Gosh, the soft and plush touch of a mattress. Yurin already used it once, so the sheets gave off a subtle aroma. But I didn't just sniff around the bed. I'm not some pervert. Time flew as I became one with the sheets on my bed. I wondered if Yurin got up, so I went to the living room with my book. The blanket I put on her was far away as if she'd kicked it over. Her sweater was rolled up and her hidden lower belly was peeking out, whether she knew or not. She was in even deeper sleep. She's a darn good sleeper. I wasn't hungry as we ate a late breakfast. She probably feels the same as she ate a lot more. I sat on another couch and read the rest of my book. More time had passed when Yurin finally started tossing and woke up. Yurin wiped off the drool from her mouth. You're up. You slept really well. You were out for a while. Are you waiting? No, I wasn't waiting per se. Gosh, I should wash my face. Yurin got up, stretched her arms, yawned, and headed towards the bathroom while rubbing her eyes. Back in the living room, she was on the couch with blank eyes. I brought her a cup of water from the kitchen and she drank the entire glass at once. Yeah. I took the empty cup she handed me. Yurin sat back on the sofa and picked up the book she was reading earlier. She glanced at me while reading, so I awkwardly turned my head too. Should I read another book? Somehow time managed to pass from late night to this morning. Yurin and I sat in the living room in silence, continuing to read. It feels like a library in here. I could tell that Yurin wanted to talk, but she seemed to purposely stare at her book for my sake. She started dozing off pretty soon. Should I talk to her first this time? Yurin? Will you tell me now? What? How you know me? She said she likes me. She must like me because she's seen me before. It was short, but Yurin hesitated. You always walk across the park when going to school, so you saw me there. She nodded to affirm my question. I saw you there and fell for you. Fell for me? That's making me blush. Anyways, have I ever seen anyone there? I'm not lying. Okay. I guess I just never saw her. She could have sat on the bench in silence. Yurin closed her eyes, nodded a couple times, and continued. Do you have any other questions? Oh, one more. What are you going to do now? She told me how she found out about me, and now there was really nothing left to do. I didn't care what I do. What's important is what Yurin wants to do. Well, I think I'm getting a little hungry now. You're hungry? No, not yet. I'm not hungry right at this second. Are you hungry? Yes. The same question but different answers. Is there something you want to eat? Or do you want to cook yourself? I offered her to cook. It's definitely not because I can't be bothered to. Definitely not. Oh then, No, never mind. Can you cook for me? I don't care what it is. I almost had it. Then I'll just make whatever's easy. Yes, thank you. I just can't cook at all. Okay. She's being much more honest to herself. That's good. Try not to impress you, Teen. That's good. I passed her gloomy face and headed towards the kitchen to make Yurin creamy pasta. Wow, it looks so good. I feel like we should have a glass of wine. Minors aren't allowed to drink. Thank you. Again, she ate much more than I did and finished washing the dishes. She sat next to me as I somehow spent the time. She said she was watching me. I'm not a zoo animal, but technically that could be interpreted as having nothing to do. Sorry, there's not much to do around the house. No, it's fine. Still, I feel bad. I stayed silent for a while because I didn't know what to do, but Yurin continued. Well, if you feel bad, we'd go see a movie with me. I wanted to see a late night movie with you. A movie? We don't have anything to do anyways. A movie? I was planning to go see a movie tomorrow morning. Besides, I can't ever go to a movie theater unless it's a matinee with barely anyone around. My nerves are screaming. Besides, I bet there aren't that many people at late night screenings. Really? Hey, good job. She found a way. For that reason, Yurin and I are heading towards the movie theater. I thought this in the morning, but Yurin only had clothes that are too cold for winter night, so I gave her a couple of my clothes to wear. I felt bad that she looked like a clothing rack with random winter clothes hanging on it, but I was glad to see her warm. But is it just me, or has she been burying herself in my clothes and sniffing around? Gosh, it's so nice. What are you doing? Huh? I wasn't doing anything. I can swear she was smelling my clothes, but I was too embarrassed to actually ask her that. Huh? Let's hurry to the movie theater. It's true. There's really no one around. I was deeply moved by this new revelation when Yudin suddenly asked me a question. Tain, did you get the tickets already? No, not yet. We haven't even decided which movie to watch yet. Oh, what do you want to see? This one. I showed her the pamphlet of the movie I wanted to see tomorrow morning. Oh, that one. Yes, this one. Have you seen it before? Oh no, I've never seen it before. Then while you get the tickets, I'll go get some popcorn. Her eyes were getting extremely sparkly, and once I gave her some money for the popcorn, she immediately ran off and came back with her arms filled with a large bucket of popcorn and Coke. She'll trip if she runs like that. I couldn't stand there and watch, so I went towards her to take the popcorn. Tain? You shouldn't run in public places. Oh, thank you. It was nothing but Yudin was blushing. Oh, okay, so far so good, Yudin. Hey. Maybe some parts a bit too clingy, just telling him you like him a lot, but we'll make it work. On our way back home from the movie theater. By the way, I'd barely touched the large bucket of popcorn, but I was surprised at how empty it was by the end. Did you enjoy it? I did enjoy it. I was glad to see Yudin smile. It was already pretty late when the movie ended, so as soon as we got home, Yudin and I went right to bed. Oh? Last day, Yudin. I opened my eyes. Starting my day from the morning is such an unreasonable request. See, my body feels so heavy I can hardly get up. I mumbled to myself as I tried to get up. Huh? But I can't get up. Seriously, my body physically felt heavy. What was going on? I could see as soon as I lifted my head. Hey. Yudin was lying down on top of me as she slept. Get down. I can't breathe. And your chest is touching me. I didn't hate it to be honest, but still get down. Yudin opened her eyes too. She gave me a small smile with sleepy eyes. Did you sleep well? I did sleep well, but I can't get up very well. Oh, do you not like me being so close to you? A choice? Ah, cool, a choice! I like it. No, I like it. It's like, yeah, I like it. No, I like it. What? I liked hugging you in my sleep. Huh? Yo! I like your adequate weight and the softness and warmth of your body. Thanks. I don't know when you joined me under the sheets, but I think I slept better because you were next to me. Gosh, I wish I could have slept longer. That's a shame. Dane, if you say things like that out of the blue, is that what you thought I'd say? Yudin, who was shyly twisting her entire body, suddenly looked dumbstruck. Did you think I was being serious? Oh my god, Dane, you bastard. And how can it be nice to hug you when you have such a small chest? I hate to say this, but your small chest can't really do anything. I can hardly feel it. In terms of flatness, I know some flat fish in the reservoirs that would love to be your best friend. Yudin suddenly dropped her head. I'm sorry. Huh? She instantly became sullen and crawled to the side. No, I was just joking, so there's no need to look sad. Jesus, she's going for it. I know he's going for it. Do you not like that I have a small chest? What am I supposed to say if she asked me that with such sad eyes? I think people should be judged based on their inner beauty. And you... To my answer, Yudin said, "Oh, come on," and gave a small chuckle. She still looks down. This is bad, in times like this. But when did you come here? Guess you got up early? Did you wake up because you got hungry? It's definitely not early now. Let me make breakfast. Naturally change the subject. Or more like as natural as I can be as a loner with limited experience in talking with people. Anyways, I got up and tried to head to the kitchen. At that moment, thank you. Looking forward to something yummy. I could hear her bright voice. Did it work? Ah, thank God. Guess Yuden's weak spot is food. Perfect. From now on, I'm going to use the equation. Things are getting dangerous. What do you want to eat? Same typo from last time. I made some French toast. Yudin seemed to enjoy it. Again, she ate twice more than I did for breakfast. She has an amazing appetite. Dane, how did you usually spend your time before I came along? Well, I either read a book or watch a movie at home. Saying that makes me feel so boring. I didn't realize since I never really thought about how to spend my time. But I don't think I can do any of it with you. You'll probably fall asleep while reading, and we already watched a movie last night. She seems to get lost in thought at thinking about movies. Do you happen to have any scary movies? Horror films? I do. But that's what you want to watch? Yep, is that okay? But it's winter right now. Horror movies are usually for the summer. Why do you think it's for the summer? It gets hot in the summer and the horror films make you shiver. Something like, hey, you dumbass. That's not how this works. You don't get cold from horror films. Man. Right? It is hot in the summer. But sometimes on really hot days, you eat super hot food. Like chicken soup? Anyways, just like you eat hot chicken soup in the summer, you can watch horror films in the winter too. That's what I'm getting at. To be honest, I'm good either way, so I don't really care about the logic behind it. Regardless, you didn't brought out a horror movie DVD from my room. Horror movies are a great romance movie, by the way. You get too scared, you know, you start clinging onto the next person you see when you get scared, and then you lock eye contact. See, horror movies are better than romance movies, let's be real here. You want to get close to someone, watch a horror movie with them. Ah, see? Big brain. We closed the curtains and turned off all the lights to create a movie theater environment. Watching a horror movie on a winter morning. This might be weirder than eating ramen for breakfast. They become blood red fireworks! Like scenes where the cat Grim Reaper goes like meow! Or jump scare scenes. Fuck no, don't screw with the horror genre. My fight or flight reactions kick in. Really? Ah, Dean! You didn't keep burying yourself in my arms while shaking. See? See? What did I say? 200 IQ. Yudin. Can you give me some space now? I couldn't focus on the movie because she kept sitting on my lap and hugging me at every jump scare. You don't like it? It's not that I don't like it, but is this why I suggested the horror movie? Caught me. You're not even trying to hide it. The movie ended. I was mentally exhausted afterwards, not necessarily because how scary the movie was. Well, that was fun. Glad you had fun. Tain, Kyoshi! Hi Rangai, yokoso denya. Yeah? What do you think I'm thinking now? Thinking? Oh, spoiler alert. You're hungry? Yep. Let's go get some chicken soup. I've been craving it. You were serious about the whole chicken soup in the summer thing? I took her to a chicken soup place at the corner of the street. She was only full after 5 bowls of rice and 2 whole chickens? Or at least I think she was full. There was not a single grain of rice or drop of broth left on her table when we left. That was so good! I silently stared at Yurin's stomach. What's up? On one hand, I was worried if she had some stomach issues, and on the other, I just had a bunch of questions. How can she eat so much food and actually enjoy all of it? You just seem to have a really big appetite. Then shall we go to a coffee shop for some dessert? A coffee shop? Oh, I know you want to go home, but since we're out, would it be okay if we just stay a bit longer? Yeah, I guess we can if you want. Well, thanks. I did wish to go back home quite a bit, but it'll be just a continuation of boredom back there. It's better to just do what she wants. It's just as awkward as home anyways. But there's a coffee shop around here? Yudin didn't answer. I saw her staring somewhere. It was some bench. Is there something there? Oh, it's nothing. It's just... Never mind. Let's hurry. It's not far. Okay. We didn't walk that much before arriving at a store. They had a food menu, so it seemed to be a restaurant cafe. I could feel the warm, heated air. We sat down on the table and ordered our beverages. Dane, did you have fun the past 4 days? I just worried that I bothered you too much. Oh, it's nothing. I actually had fun. Thank you. You know, I'm still just a beginner. I know how to love someone, but I don't really know how to be loved. I know that I suddenly appeared out of the blue and put you in a lot of sticky situations. So I tried my best, but I'm not sure if I did everything right. Yurin looked at me with sincere eyes. Well, hearing you say that actually makes me feel bad. You're a good person. To be honest, I'm still not sure why you like me. But No, I'm not trying to deny your feelings. I really understand that you like me. But I'm not really sure if I deserve to be loved that much. Dane, of course you deserve it. Yurin beamed as she looked at me. That's what I can't understand right now. Yurin looked at me quietly. I know that it might be a bit frustrating to hear me say this, but I've always been on my own. I barely had any friends. I was basically a loner. You know, I've never really tried to be loved by someone. But you suddenly came and just liked me for no apparent reason. That's just strange to me. And you're too pretty and nice to just sit here with me like this. So, all I can think about is that you're too good for me. Even now I'm just being gloomy, but you still like me. Why is she laughing? What's so funny? Our order came earlier than expected and cut our conversation short. Egg, ham, and cheese sandwich. As soon as I took a bite, I could taste the sweetness from the grains of sugar sprinkled on top. Tin. Yurin kept her mouth open like a little bird waiting to be fed. I silently continued to eat my sandwich to tease her, but she didn't budge and kept waiting with her mouth open. Stubborn kid. So yum. I cut off a small slice and fed it to her. Finally, she began chewing with a happy face. Oh, Dean, we just indirectly... Don't make a fuss, it was a new fork. There's no need to click your tongue. How is it, Dean? Do you like it? I replied by giving a nod. I like the taste. It has my official approval. I saw Yurin occasionally take a bite out of her sandwich, herself. Whenever I glanced at her, she just smiled at me, quietly. I like that she's smiling, but she could do something about the crumbs on her lips. I pointed to her lips. Yurin, you have something on there. Oh, of course. Of course. Yurin wiped her mouth with a napkin, but unfortunately the remaining forces were strong as ever. Wipe it for her, dude! Bro! Wipe it for her. Guess I have no choice. I got up to wipe her mouth myself and leaned towards where she was sitting. I felt an alarming sense of proximity with her face, so I acted swiftly and sat back down. Now you're clean. My OCD resolved. Clean and clear and under control. You could have just told me where I had the crumbs, but you... For some reason, she stirred away and dropped her head. She shoved the remaining brownies into her mouth. Did she suddenly get hungry? No, why was her face bright red? Because the heated air warmed up her body and she was getting hot. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I still can't really understand why you like me. You keep saying that you like me, but I haven't done anything. I haven't put in any effort. I feel bad for receiving so much love. I mean, isn't there someone who's better than me? Someone who suits you? Someone who's amazing? Tane. Yes. You know, you're much more amazing than you think. That's what I came here to tell you. Oh, I couldn't help but feel touched. Has anyone ever expressed so much faith in me? I was so thankful for what she said. I could tell you more if only I had more time. Oh, it's nothing. Yurin quickly cut off her words. What was she trying to say? After we left the coffee shops, Yurin and I walked along the several trails in the park. I couldn't stand the hot and bright sun, but I tried hard not to show my discomfort since Yurin was next to me. Soon the short winter sun started setting. It's bright, as if the sunset is fluttering in the winter winds. Tane, the sun is setting. Yurin kept holding my hand ever since we left the coffee shop, but she gently let it go. Tane, you're such a kind person. I really like you for that. Again, she's telling me her feelings, and again, I blush. So I hope you like yourself as much as I like you. You deserve to be loved. Thank you. I was too embarrassed to say anything else. So, even after I leave, you have to. Again. Huh? Yurin's voice started trembling with tears. I have to go now. So, even after I leave, you have to be happy. You deserve to be happy. Leave? What do you mean? Where do you have to go? I'm sorry. When this happens, all I can do is run away. Wait! I held on to Yurin's arm. Where are you going? Do you have to go now? Yurin looked at the bench. I want to spend more time with you. I don't want to go back to square one. I just want to spend more time with you now. No. Yurin. I couldn't understand what she was saying, but I could feel that she was sad. I didn't know the details. She doesn't want to part ways, but she thinks she has to leave. You can stay at my place for a couple more days. I finally got to know you better. Is there more you haven't told me? Is it something difficult? I'll help you. Just tell me what it is. Yurin pushed me away. She ran towards the other side and disappeared from my sight. It happened so suddenly that I just stared at the direction that she disappeared to. I stood at the same spot, waiting for Yurin, but she didn't come back. I ended up going back home. The past few days felt like they came straight off of drama shows. The woman leaves, and the man, now completely alone in an empty house, wastes away his days as a total wreck. That's the exact situation I am in. Yurin ran away somewhere, right in front of my eyes. Did I do something wrong? Because I didn't believe that she likes me. Because I pushed her away. Is that why she ran away? I don't know. The only thing that's certain is that I'm stuck in an uncontrollable storm. Yurin. I feebly call her name, but of course, no answer comes back. I can almost see her turning around to say, yes. I can see her standing over there and pestering me to make rice balls, but she's not here. Yurin. I can see her coming out of the bathroom when I open the door. I can see her lying on my bed when I go into my room. Her scent still lingers around the couch. Yurin. In just 4 days, she managed to leave her trace in all corners of the house. Meeting someone and having that person leave has never been this hurtful. I've experienced that numerous times, and I always thought it was more comfortable to maintain a certain distance. But what is this emptiness I feel? This anxiety of losing something that's always supposed to be nearby, never to be detached. I've never felt this in my entire life. This feeling that I'm having right now. Loneliness. No, I'm not lonely. I've always been alone. Why now? What? At first I didn't feel anything. I could do so many things on my own. It was a given that I was by myself. But she came along, and my days completely derailed from the norm for 4 days. Now, it's not a given that I'm by myself. It felt so natural to be with her. Yuri, 15 years old, she likes ramen. She always dozes off while reading books. She always eats too much. Still, my hands feel too empty. Then can I hold your hand? She always came to me when I was shy. And they'll both get warm if we hold hands. Do you not like me being so close to you? She always made sure to check if I felt comfortable while approaching me. Dane. Yes? You know, you're much more amazing than you think. That's what I came here to tell you. The only person who sincerely told me that I'm an amazing person, that was her. When this happens, all I can do is run away. She cried and ran away right in front of me. All I was thinking about was Yurin. Looking around this empty space without her, I kept thinking about my time with her. I had to face it, but I realized too late. It was such a blatant truth. I'm lonely right now because of Yurin. I want her to be right by my side. I want to hear her signature laugh. I see. What the hell am I doing right now? My hands started trembling. I slowly made a fist. I want to see her. I raised my chin. I have to go outside. I have to go see her. I don't know where I have to go, but I have to go see her. Nothing else is important. I miss her. I have to go see her. Those were the thoughts inside my head as I ran to the park where I last saw her. She ran off here, so I was going to start looking for her there, but... Yurin! I doubted my eyes. Yurin was at the park. As soon as I shouted her name, she looked towards me. She had just sat on the bench. Oh. As soon as Yurin and I met eyes, I realized that all the thoughts that filled up my head were completely useless. I don't know how long she stayed, but my heart filled up with pain to think that she just waited for me here after the sun went down. I should have just waited here. Yurin stood back up. Huh? Yurin's appearance was strange. Somehow she was blinking, and she had short hair. No, I didn't want you to see me like this. Yurin seemed confused. Go and hug her, dude. Go. Just go. Just go. Shit. Just go. I didn't say anything. I ran and embraced her. When I embraced her, she came into my arms. Don't go. Dane, please stay. Don't leave me. Yurin began profusely apologizing in my arms, and I laid my hand on top of her hand. Quietly, heavily, I stroked her hair. As I brush her hair, I feel that she exists. As I smell her scent, I see that she's right in front of me. Thank God. I was lonely. What? I was lonely without you. I'm so glad that I can do this right now. I'm not lonely. You mean so much to me. I want you to stay by my side. Yurin's body was cold. I hugged her tightly to share her cold. I know it's cold, but stay like this a while longer. We stood there in each other's arms for a while. Do you feel better now? Yurin nodded. If she feels better, won't you tell me now? Tell you what? The things that you never told me. Why she said she suddenly had to leave, and that strange things I saw at the park. The way she blinked just as she was going to vanish any second. Silence fell over. Yurin's blank expression didn't change. My name's Yurin. I'm 15. Not that. There's something you haven't told me. How your appearance changed at the park. If there's anything you're hiding from me, tell me. If it's anything I can help you with, I'll do whatever I can. I don't want to send you away without even knowing why you're sad. But you won't believe me. I'll believe you. I'll believe you no matter what you say, so please just tell me. Will you really believe me? Yes. Even if I say strange things, you'll believe me? I'll believe you. You won't laugh at me or call me an angsty teen and just believe me. As it is. Yes, no matter what. I'll believe what you say. No. Oh boy. Yurin looked away from me and seemed lost at what to do. So, tell me. I'll listen. I'm from the future. Oh. I wasn't sure if I heard her right. Tell me. One more time. I'm from the future. I knew. It's too hard to believe. I assured her that I'd believe her, but it wasn't as easy as I said. What time are you from? Around 5 years from now. 5 years from now? Then you're 20 years old. Yes, and you're 22. You and I are doing well there. Yes, we were so happy with each other. Then why did you leave your future and come here? Because I have to leap through time and come see you. Leap through time. Time travel. Yurin says that she came to the past from 5 years in the future to see me. That's how Yurin is standing right in front of me. How do you leap through time? Do you whoosh down a hill on a broken bicycle? You know that park we went to? You just sit on one of the benches there. But you can only stay 4 days in the past. If you go back to that bench on your 3rd day and sit down, you can repeat the 4 days in the past. And if you don't... Yurin couldn't continue. I got anxious. What happens if you don't repeat it? On your 5th day, you got stranded on a certain point in time. My existence disappears. That's what I heard. As soon as I heard that, a thought crossed my mind. You... Yes, you're right. Yurin lowered her chin to cover her blushing cheeks and gave a shy smile. Why are you laughing? Today is... Yes, a day has just passed, so now it's my 4th day. I missed my 3rd day. You said you'll disappear! Why didn't you go back? I tried to, but for the first time, you held on to me today. For the first time, you really believed me. If I go back to the past, it'll be like it never happened again. Do you know how many times I repeated the past couple of days? 11 times, that's what she said. That's how many times Yurin repeated the past 4 days I spent with her. Every time she was hurt by an ending she never wanted. Every time she knew I would say the same things with a similar face. But every time she had to act as if it was the first. I couldn't even imagine how painful that must have been for her. I realized everything too late. I'm not doing this for me. This is my gift. For you. for making me happy, for liking me. I'm leaping through time for you, Tane. A storm was erupting inside of me. I should have been happy to hear what she said, but I didn't want to see Yurin suffering through the same 4 days over and over again. And once the 4th day passes, honestly, after realizing that I became happy. I can do what you did for me. I made her happy. She said that I made her happy in life. If that's the case, you did so well. Thanks. You didn't smile, but what's the use if you disappear? In the end, Yudin ended up crying. Why? Why did you do it? You could have just done whatever you want until the end. I don't deserve because I like you. What? Because I like you, Dane. I've told you over and over again, I like you. And finally, you believe me too. She stared straight into my eyes with her tears and said in such a serene voice, I like you, Dane. I like you. Yudin hung her head and quietly cried for a long time. For a very long time. What a long night. Dane. Yes. I just wanted to call your name. Dane. Yeah? Get me a cup of water. I'm thirsty. Of course she's thirsty. She cried for a long time. I brought some water for her in the kitchen, but she was already dozing off, fiercely nodding her head. She must be tired from all the crying. It is pretty late too, Yurin. Wake up! You said you wanted some water. Feed it to me. What? How? With your mouth? I didn't say no, but she got the message and got up to drink some water. Good girl. Yeah, that's it. Still, every one of her slow movements showed that she was drowning in sleepiness. If you're sleepy, go into the room. It's cold here. Teen? Can I sleep with you? No. I know fully well that's not what she meant. But... I can't? What do I do? You can. Go ahead. Yeah, sure. Okay. Let's sleep together. Okay. I understand. This is our last night together. She just wants to stay close to me as much as possible. And I felt the same. Woof woof to you too. I brought a blanket out from the room and turned off the lights to sleep. Yurin crawled under the blanket. I could feel our warmth hovering around our bodies as we lay together. Dane? Yeah? Hug me. I silently hugged Yurin's back with both arms. The tip of my chin touched her crown. Thank you. This is what I wanted to do too. But since we're so close, it's so difficult to hold on to my sanity. So warm. It was almost unbearable when she whispered, and I hugged her more tightly to barely make a deal with the desires within me. They were seconds away from erupting and putting a stop to my... Careful. She must have liked that since she tried to get even closer. In my arms, her body felt so soft, so fragile, delicate, and warm. Feeling the warmth between us, I just fell asleep. 4-4. I woke up. Is it morning? Oh, Tain, did you sleep well? What are you doing? As soon as I woke up, I saw Yurin's face right on top of mine. What are you doing? I didn't have anything to do, so I was just watching you sleep. Have you been inspecting me all along? What do you mean inspecting? I was going to give you a morning kiss if you didn't wake up soon. I had goosebumps all over my body and had to get up. Man! Wrong. There's no need to get up so quickly. Did you eat? Soon? No, not yet. Okay, then you must be hungry, so let's get ready to go out. No need. I'll try making breakfast. What? But you said you're bad at cooking. Isn't that why we went out for breakfast a couple days ago? Still leave it to me. Yurin didn't bother to wait for my answer and dashed into the kitchen. She started taking things out of the fridge. Kitchen! I could see from the way she cooked that she's experienced. Some people say it's a man's dream to see a woman cook in the kitchen, but I think my case is a bit different. Just watching someone do something for me. Woof woof woof. Woof. Dean, it's ready. I went out to the kitchen, and Yurin pointed towards a table with something on it. This is... Can you tell what it is? Yeah, it's ham fried rice with eggs. I asked Yurin for permission and took a bite. Wow, she finally did it! It was well seasoned, and the flavors of the rice, ham, and egg were all there. This is good! Hey, you're good at cooking! It's good? It's good? Thank God! I fiercely nodded several times. It's really good. You said you were bad at cooking! I feel betrayed now. I excitedly and thoughtlessly wolfed down the fried rice Yurin made. I mean, she did it for 10 days. I mean, she did it for 10 times, right? She must have learned how to cook it after 10 repeats. Then I sensed it. Yurin was crying. Why are you crying? Because I'm bad at cooking. Huh? But you're so good. I'm literally the proof here, but why? This is something I've been trying to make you ever since I started this whole thing. I failed every time. All this time I hoped that you would enjoy this. But why? Why now? Yurin gave up going back to the future on your third day. With the fifth day as her last, she will cease to exist. After dozens, maybe hundreds of trial and error, he was finally able to make this delicious dish. Then I... What? Why is some hot stick in my mouth? It's a spoon. The hot thing is the fried rice. Why is some hot stick in my mouth? God damn it. I just fed her a spoonful of the fried rice. She was making such a big fuss about it. She finally gave in and started exercising her jaw muscles. She looks like a hamster. So cute. So delicious, right? I grabbed Yurin's hand. Her eyes were wide with surprise. Tain, I'm happy. I don't know how I acted before this, but at least right now, I'm happy to be eating this. Thank you for trying so much. Tain, I'm going to stop here. I feel like I'm about to cry. Okay. We ate every single grain of rice Yurin made. We sat across from each other while eating and bantered about useless things, laughing at our own words, and that's when I felt it. Being with someone you cherish is such a great experience. That was yum. Thank you for breakfast. Wasn't it good? It was. It was good, right? Why are you asking twice? That's how much I want to hear your answer. It was good. Okay. Tain, will you listen to my story? Yurin looked at me with sincere eyes. Yes. Yurin showed me her left wrist, and on it was a black and white thread bracelet. I got this bracelet from you when we first met. From me? Yes, you gave me this bracelet and told me you liked me. I see. I've been wearing this bracelet ever since. Before I met you, my personality was very different. When I was little, I had a really hard time. My parents fought all the time, and they got divorced, and I stayed with my dad, but he verbally abused me every day. He told me I reminded him of Mom, so he never wanted to see me. I didn't have a single friend to help me at school. I thought I was always unhappy. I hadn't smiled in so long that I felt strange smiling. I didn't even know how to smile. And then you came along to change me into who I am now. Ever since I met you, every single day's been so much fun. I looked forward to each tomorrow because I'd see you. Yurin's eyes were filling up with tears. She must have realized it, as she rubbed her eyes a couple times before continuing. Thank you. I wanted to tell you at least once. Thank you. Wanna go out? It's fine. There's nothing more I can do here. Told you my entire story. I know. You did. So well already. So I just wanted to give you a gift this time. You've had to go through all that by yourself. You don't have much time left. I want to do one last thing for you. I know it won't be as good as what I do in the future, but I want to leave you with better memories before you have to leave. So, let's go on a date. Okay. Yuden barely managed to stop her tears, and we headed outside. Here's popcorn. Large? Large. Half caramel and half butter? Half caramel and half butter. Finally, Yuden took the bucket of popcorn and began eating. What movie are we going to watch? I think this will be the best one to see with you. I showed her the movie pamphlet I took while getting the popcorn. She nodded a couple times while munching on the popcorn. Okay, that looks good. Let's see that. Geez, so good. How is it? Good, right? Yep. We came out to the streets and I brought her a bunch of snacks. Oh? It's so cute how Yuden just kept eating whatever I gave her. Sugar-filled pancakes, tempura, anything. How's the movie? Was the one we saw yesterday the one where the man and woman meet at the hospital at the end? Yeah, wasn't the ending sad? I thought you'd cry, but you didn't. Yeah, it was sad, but it wasn't as sad watching it the second time. The second time? You've seen it before. When? Sometime while I was repeating the 4 days. Oh. Yuden repeated the 4 days until yesterday numerous times. She went to see the movie with me some other time, a version that is not me. You should have said so. We could have seen something else. Nah, it's fine. I saw the movie we saw the other night almost every time. I can almost memorize all the lines. And this time, you chose something that you thought would be nice to watch together. You're being so considerate, so of course it was fun. Still, even if you say that. So don't think about it. If you're that disappointed, let's go to that crepe store over there. It's super good. Yuden knew exactly what kind of snacks were being sold on the street. She talked about it as if it was nothing. But I'm sure that there were numerous me's out there who hurt her. A version of me that didn't believe her. A version of me that made her suffer. Winter days are so short. The sun started to set, and Yuden basically dragged me to a nearby restaurant. This place too. We always ate here when we got hungry while walking along the streets. Can you tell what I'm thinking? Oh yeah, for sure. God, no matter what we do or where we go, I couldn't stop thinking about how bored she must be. You don't have to think about it so much. I'd like to, but it's not as easy as it seems. I saw Yuden eating things endlessly on the streets, and I thought she was being her normal self by being hungry all the time. I was glad to see it, but what does her normal self actually mean to her and me? Is there anything else you haven't told me? Haven't told you? The fact that you're from the future, that the 4 days kept on repeating, and the 5-day time limit, all that. If there's anything, I wanted to know so that I could have her day play out at least a little differently. You didn't thought for a moment. There is one thing. There is? What is it? That's... that I really, really, really like you? Hey. Should I give her a flick? I give her a flick. Should I give her a flick? Give her a flick. Give her a flick, dude. You baka. Oh. I gave her a flick. I couldn't help myself. Automatic reflex. Talking gibberish means she's out of her mind. I gave her a small smack on the forehead to help her come to her senses. Just as you'd scold an angsty teen who wears an eye patch over her eye. If not, whatever. Not that. For your information, I'm a little serious right now. There's nothing. Of course, when I hope for something, I've never seen it actually work out. But as I said before, you don't have to be too self-conscious. Honestly, no matter what we do or where we are, I like being with you. It's enough that you're with me and taking care of me. Is it really enough? Yep. I could tell that Yurin's eyes were fixed at something. What are you looking at? Huh? Oh, over there. Yurin pointed at a clothing store. Is that where she wants to go? Then let's go. I want to go where Yurin wants to go in our remaining time. I took Yurin's hand and entered the store. Gosh, the clothes here are so pretty. And I have to hold on to all those pretty clothes. Yurin took her time to visit all corners of this large store and put the clothes over herself in the mirror. And I just stood next to her, taking the clothes she handed me and carrying them around. This wasn't a part of the plan. I just thought you wanted to look at the clothes. But why don't you actually try them on and not just put them over you in the mirror? You had a lot of items that you like. You can't try them on? Well, but... Yurin hesitated for a moment. Well, I guess... You guess? Oh, never mind. Then I'll try them out. She chose a couple pieces from my arms and headed into the fitting room. I'll be out in a jiffy. I put the rest of the clothes where they were. She should have just told me from the beginning. I unnecessarily wasted my energy. How inefficient. It didn't take long before she came out of the fitting room. Oh? Oh? Oh! Huh! Aw. Yeah, that looks really good. How do I look, Tain? The words refused to come out. Drip. Nice. I tried to talk, but all the words felt insufficient to properly express what I was thinking. So they just vanished into thin air. All the pieces Yurin tried on suited her so well. I didn't realize that the mannequins were wearing such stylish clothes. No, looking at it again, the person's more beautiful than the clothes. Anything looks good on a beautiful person. Yurin took turns glancing at me in the mirror. Tain, how do I look? Do you even hear me? So pretty. It really suits you. Though I mumbled, Yurin heard me and her cheeks turned bright red while standing there looking at me. What? Why? I don't lie. Then I think I'm done looking around, so I'll change back into my clothes. Okay. She drippy. Yurin rushed back into the fitting room. Jeez, that made even me nervous. Phew. Teen? Yurin came back just as quickly, but thankfully it was enough time for me to calm down my racing heart. Yurin neatly folded all the pieces she tried on. Still, I think these pieces are too thin to wear in the winter? She was right. Most of the clothes in the store seem too thin for the cold. You'll have to wear it in the spring. I suppose. Oh, spring. Regardless, tomorrow she'll... Is this what she was thinking all along? You'll be able to wear it when spring comes. I took the clothes she was carrying to the counter and purchased them all. Thanks, Dane. Such useless stubbornness. We both knew it fully well, but Yurin didn't stop me from buying the clothes. She can't wear it, but I still brought it. We were probably feeling the same way. Dane, thank you for today. Are you going to sleep? Yep. Yurin rubbed one of her eyes as she answered. Good night, Dane. See you tomorrow. Huh? Tomorrow. I can see her tomorrow. And then, my last night with Yurin. How normal. It just passed like any other time. Even if I tried to give some grand meaning to it, that was it. How was today? Did I really make her happy? I tried to think. Aww. We didn't have any conflicts or anything, but it still didn't feel enough. Something wasn't quite right. I want to hear Yurin laugh. Last day. Time passes by mercilessly. My last day with Yurin inevitably came. It was a little too late to call it morning, but Yurin didn't seem to have woken up. I should just go watch her sleep. Yurin was sleeping with a peaceful face. Thankfully, she was under the covers and wasn't defenseless. I've had this thought too many times, but she's so pretty that I can't help but suspect that something wrong's happening to this world. It felt so unrealistic that such a pretty girl was in front of me. It's definitely not a dream. But why is this glorious thing happening to me? Besides, she even said she likes me. The fact that she's from the future is just secondary info. It was hard for me to believe, but she expressed her feelings so many times that I wondered if it was all a lie. I can't find a single reason for her feelings when I look back on my life. How's this real? I have no idea. I look at Yurin's face again. I could see her glossy lips. As I stayed quiet, I could even hear her breathing. I felt like I could smell a fragrant aroma. So this is the face someone makes when they sleep. I never knew. Poke? Pinch? Ooh! Ooh! Ooh, tough choice! Both are good. Both are good. Hold on. Ano ne. I'm actually poking and pinching my cheeks right now, so forgive me for the sounds that I make. Yeah, poke. Poke it is. Yeah, I don't like the pinching. It kind of hurts. I carefully poked her cheeks while she slept. She showed a short response and started breathing evenly again. So risky and fun. I poked her soft cheeks a couple more times and Yurin slowly opened her eyes. Did I wake her up? Yurin, wake up. Did you sleep well? Yeah, but why are you here? I just came. I just came? Huh? Excuse me? I smiled as I answered. Yurin nodded and got up to stretch. I'm sorry, I need to clean my brain here for a bit. It's today. Yes. Today. I couldn't sense any weight in that word. That's what Yurin seemed to feel too. Because no. Since yesterday, Yurin. Vivi! Vivi! I haven't seen you in forever! Yokoso danya! How you doing? How's life treating you? Should we head out? She nodded right away. We took a walk and slowly headed towards a coffee shop. I put our hands together in my coat pocket to protect them from the cold winter wind. I was outside of country so busy. We were clasping hands. Hope everything's well. You're not going to let go of my hand? Nope. Okay. If I let go, you'll... We chatted about this and that while Yurin sipped on her tea. She's left-handed. Her favorite color is pink. Her birthday, trivial things like that. Surprisingly, she told me that I never ask her these questions. They're really... nothing. We use our precious couple of hours as ground to bloom various conversations, but unfortunately time was running at a diligent speed. Our hands were still clasped. I could see the short winter sun setting already. The day was coming to an end. She took a pen out of her pocket and started scribbling something on the bench. Here from the future. That was what she wrote in such cute handwriting. Yep, you have to leave a mark at a place like this. Let me read that. Ilyoro. On... Ram? Sorry, my Hangul is pretty bad, so can't really read it. Forgot how to read Hangul. Yep, you have to leave a mark at a place like this. Is this why she borrowed the pen at the coffee shop? Tain. Yeah? You can't forget me, okay? Yuden gave me a small smile with eyes that were about to tear up. I finally realized why all this time I had that nagging feeling of something being off. During the 2 days during our date, she never once gave me a bright laugh. You never laughed. Even now she's not laughing. Why aren't you saying anything? You never smiled even once. Tain. Yeah, I was always like this. I knew it. So angry. After roaming around all those places, I was sick of it. This is it. This is all I'm good enough to do. Of course there wasn't anything I could have done for you. That's what makes me so angry. Why? Why did you make that decision for someone so pathetic like me? You did so much for me. I was happy. What? I was so happy. Today, until now, all those times I spent with you, I was happier than I've ever been. Yuden hung her head with a smile on her face. The tears kept dropping onto the ground. Did I make her cry? See, when I smile, I cry. It's been like this all this time. I felt like if I smile, I'd end up crying right away. That's why. Yuden kept rubbing her eyes to wipe away the tears. I made her cry. Yuden's appearance changed. Her tidy hair became scruffy, and her bangs were long enough to cover her eyes. Yep. What? It's all being set to my future, where I wasn't happy because you weren't there. What? What are you? The time is near for me to disappear? She turned around to face her back towards me. Thank you. I want to be alone before I disappear. You should go. Staring at her back, I felt like she could disappear any moment now. That's why I didn't let go of her hand. And then, everything will be over. I stood behind her. Good end. I hugged Yurin. I could feel her flinch. She struggled to get away from me, but I only hugged her tighter. Let me go. If I unwrap my arms around her, I feel like she'll just leave right away. That's the feeling I have. I don't want to let go. I told you. I want to be alone. I don't want you to see how I was before. Zero confidence, and always so timid. It's okay. Whatever you look like, it's okay. Yurin. I unwrapped my arms from behind her and called her name. Yes? Can you not leave? I already knew what the answer would be, but I said it anyways. I know, it's not up to you. Still. Finally, we're now really looking at each other. But we have to say goodbye. I hate that. I never knew what it's like to truly have feelings for someone. But now, I kept thinking back on the times we spent together. And I want to smile when you smile. When we're apart, I want to be with you. I want to spend more time with you. I want to know more about you. Now I can say it. I like you. So don't go. Don't go anywhere. Just stay beside me. Anyone else won't do. You, standing right here in front of me, you're the only one. Yurin, Tain, I like... Oh my... Just as I was about to let it out, Yurin stood on her tiptoes and put her lips on mine. I couldn't finish the sentence because the words had no way out. It wasn't a real kiss. Her lips were just touching. I couldn't tell her everything I wanted to say, but I felt relieved. I could feel Yurin trembled. I hugged her tighter, and she finally became still. My head and heart were full of words, but nothing came out. All this time, I liked Yurin. Can you call this fate? I don't want to use such a cliche word for this. At least for me and her, it's more complex and all-encompassing. That's what I want to tell her. We parted and I let her go from my arms. Finally, you told me. I could taste a subtle sweetness from my lips. I like you too, Dane. Yurin's voice was trembling as if the words were barely coming out. She was smirking with teary eyes. For a smirk, it seemed pretty filled with joy. She stood still watching me, and this time I just hugged her from the front. I was crying. I didn't want to think about the tears that streamed down my cheeks and tickled me. Dane? I was caught up in the storm of emotions and couldn't say anything. I looked down towards her, and I could see her in my arms looking up at me with teary eyes. Don't cry. Thank you. But you already know, right? Yurin smiled as she said those words and left my embrace to take my hand. I stared right back into her eyes. The tears were still there. I said, don't cry. It's not me. You should be hearing that. I know. Okay. As she beamed, her body began to change. She turned into a myriad of light particles that began to vanish, like dust blowing in the wind. Tane? Yes? I love you. 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 I responded to her I love yous by holding onto her hand more tightly. But her body emitted a was cutting on probably Ninja Senpai. Ninja, can you stop cutting onions? Please? I think it's too late for that now. You should have saved it for breakfast tomorrow. But her body emitted a blinding light and soon every inch of her fluttered to the winds. I could no longer feel anything in my hand. I tried clenching my hand again and again. Even waved it. But nothing. She's gone. A bracelet was left on the ground where she stood. Did she leave it here? What will happen to us now? I like you. That wasn't for Yurin to hear. It was for the girl who hasn't met me yet. But I have to say to the girl I will meet one day. We're really destined to meet. The future her comes to see me. I meet her again, and in the future she comes back to see me. That was the only way it could play out. So in just 5 days she managed to secure a place in my heart. Was that it? Is that why? I can't bear the sadness. This was my limit. I clenched the cherished bracelet in my hand, and I felt the faint warmth that still remained on the threads. At an empty park under the quietly incinerating sun, I began crying out loud. Ninja, stop cutting onions, please. Pizza toppings are almost done. Man. Anyone want tissues? I just bought a whole pack of tissues the other day. Anyone want some? I could I'm sorry, it's just pass the tissues over. Okay, just pass it around, guys. Here you go. Don't be too shy now, grab as much as you can. I bought 8. I bought a lot. I bought a lot of rolls, so just pass it around. Need 4? Okay. Ah.
미래의 여친님이 내게 인사를 건네왔다.
Wow. Still missing a lot, whatever those are, but Onikai, thank you for bringing this game to the masses. Onikai gifted me this game, and I said, hey, let's play it. It'll be fun. Man, if this isn't the most, like, it's short, but yeah, sure. There's something more? Ooh, thanks for telling me. I probably would have missed it if I didn't click on it. After I met Teen, seamless I was screaming all the happiness that my life deserved. I was that happy every second of the day without ever stopping. Thankful to Teen for letting me become the person I am. It's the present you want to the past. Oh, it's just... I want to see if anything. Oh, see, there's a skip button now. So I assume you can just skip the choices. Why did you follow me here? Oh, you knew. So
안녕하세요.
oh, so if I press skip, what happens? Because there's a skip button now. Oh, I like you. Oh yeah, it's the same scene. But now I can just fast forward to like the end of each scene. There's a secret ending. Huh? I know there's a bad ending, but secret ending? What? Hmm.
제가 너무
So do I just say no? Isn't that a bad ending? Doing everything like shit? It shows what happens after she disappears. What? How? How? Do I just replay all of my choices then, Onigai? You need to tell me because I don't want to fuck this up. Go back to the menu. Got you.
미래의 여친님이
Look at extra.
내게
Extra.
인사를 건네왔다.
Extra. I don't know, man. Maybe we need to get the bad ending first. I don't want to do that. Maybe I should get the bad ending first. Either that or I didn't get all the tips. Yeah, what are these three? The true ending? Man! Only guy. I remember now. Shame on you, Kyoshi. What did I do? What did I do? Huh? Sorry, I forgot. That's fine. I'll do this off stream if you want. Just tell me what to do off stream and I'll do this. But I think for now, stream can have we'll just leave them with this good ending, yeah? Let's not bother them with the other ending or whatever it is that's needed. No shame on the Kyoshi. Awesome. Alright, well. Such a good story. Okay. So you guys noticed I broke down earlier. Thank you for playing the game, Kit. It was fun. No, thank you for gifting me the game. It was I'm just gonna say, out of every VN I've played so far, I think that's the only one that made me cry this much, and it's such a short story too. It I know you and me and her made me cry, but it wasn't as much as this. This made my heart race. This made me cry. This made me feel things, think things, remember things of my relationship in real life. And it's insane. It's so insane. Really, thank you, Nagai. That was amazing. And I just want to say I've said this before. You know, I lost a lot of people back in November. It was the people who loved me and cared for me, and all I did was push them away, was make the wrong choices. You cannot go back in time and replay and rewrite your decisions. Whatever you do now, and I'm saying this for all of you, whatever you do now, just remember, like, you just don't have to worry and just be yourself. Like, worrying too much will ruin a lot of things. And and all of the people that you care about, you never really know how much they mean to you until they're gone. So the best advice I can give you guys is to not worry too much. Don't push too much, okay? Your mind is gonna be your worst enemy when you're in a relationship. It's not gonna be other people. It's not gonna be the fights you and your partner will have, and it's not gonna be jealousy or envy. It's no, the worst enemy you'll ever have, and for the rest of your life it'll be you. Just only you. When you get married, you'll constantly be fighting yourself. When you fall in love, when you get a partner, you'll constantly be fighting yourself. And you have to work on that and fight it with your partner. That's all you need to do. Both of you need to work it out and just stay true to each other. Life isn't easy. There's no save points. It's not meant to be easy. But there are a lot of things that you just have to try and just be open about, and just say what you need to say. Be true. Don't hide things. Don't overdo it. Work it out. Then work on being better. And after that, pieces will just fall onto each other. One by one. You know, I've gotten so used to being in a relationship that I forgot how to be alone. And it still hurts. It still hurts knowing that I pushed them away, burned bridges, and got too clingy that they felt like they were being choked. It was a toxic relationship. I did everything wrong, and I hurt the people who sacrificed a lot for me. And I'm gonna say this right now, I'm not gonna let that happen again. The things I did needed to happen for me to learn this lesson. And this VN helped me just realize that more. So hopefully, if I do find another person, or if I do get into a relationship again, then maybe this time I'll make things right. Maybe I'll do right this time. We'll see. Someday. Just haven't found the right person yet. Or maybe I have. Yeah, too early to say. But with that said, hope you guys enjoyed the VN. It was great. Thank you so much, Onagai, for gifting me that VN. It was amazing. Truly amazing. I appreciate it so much. And everyone for dropping by. There were a lot of you here on stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. All those lurkers in the back, you know who you are. I hope I can scroll up far enough to read everyone's names, because this was a very active stream. I cannot. I just hope I remember. I'll try to remember everyone's names and thank each and every one of you. But if I forget a name, please, I do apologize. With that said, thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for dropping by. Ikazuchi-san, Onigai, Midori, City Animator, Drip Rock Freddy, Neo, Hana, Kiminari, Ninja Senpai, Sandra was here earlier, It's Me Ultimate, Wrong Guy, Vivi was here as well earlier. Who did I forget? Hey, talk now or forever hold you. Did I forget anyone? Scroll. CT animator, blah blah blah. Thank you. Alright, take care, stay safe, have a great rest of your day or night. And hey, I love you all. So, I'll see you guys in the next stream. Bye bye.